Alright. So why should I show my poem to next?
Let's do Yuri.
Yuri. Alright. Dots. Oh wait, that's you.
Yeah, dots. She was just
More
silent.
dots.
What the fuck? Yuri stares
Yuri
at the poem.
stares at the poem. Hey.
She
it's
probably
my
like
turn.
hates it.
Yeah.
A
A
minute.
minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. How do you forget to start speaking?
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. And she's like a robot or something.
Cannot compute. Error. Error.
Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
I can't go over the vest. It literally looks like burnt corn.
Yeah, I know. I hate their fucking shirt.
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. She fucking hates it.
She hates it.
Yeah. I guess that it might be after. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
I love how she plays with her hair.
I know. I like the way she does it. It's really cute.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gone anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to the new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together.
Am I the only one who really wants to see what we wrote about?
I want to see what we wrote about.
Because I chose the most random shit.
Yeah. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once you that's you.
Hey. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques I got into writing even as a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Dude, she's sitting like right next to you.
I know.
It's like, I just wait for Natsuki to come over and be like, "What are you saying about me?" Be like,
Basically. Like, what the fuck is your problem?
I made you cupcakes that look like cats, lady.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smile. Oh, that's you.
Yuri, god damn.
I'm used to like being the narrator.
I know. I'm finally the narrator for once, and everyone's trying to steal the spotlight
I'm
from
sorry.
me. Even Adam did it in Dream Daddy. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath my amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Nice.
Damn, that was deep.
Yeah. Dots. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Shut the fuck up,
God,
bitch!
Shut up, girl. What? I wasn't even thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script that very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Melon.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
I love and hate Yuri at the same time.
I know, me too. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
I love how passionate she is.
Yeah.
But I also hate how passionate she is at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's the only character flaw I see with her, is that she's super passionate, but it's like, it's overwhelming sometimes, but at other times it's like, wow, that was
awesome. That was
like really deep.
Yeah.
Like click my like start snapping.
Yeah, right.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's actually impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep on trying.
I'm counting on you.
Alright, and then you better believe we're leaving this happy-go-lucky bitch for last.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I was gonna say I want to go for Monica.
I love Melon.
I know.
I love the word. I just love that we named him Melon.
I know. Hi, Melon. Having a good time so far.
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening.
I'm literally wondering where this horror aspect comes in. I'm trying to figure this out.
I want to figure it out.
It's like every other dating visual novel, and I just don't see how it's a horror.
I know.
I'm telling you, like we just go.
Maybe it's not a horror.
Maybe it's like we go into this, like maybe just like we imagine ourselves like in the stories that they write, and that makes it a horror or something. It has to be something like. There's no way.
Maybe.
It's just it's too good. It's too good how it is right now. I don't want it ruined. I love this so far. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Maybe it's not a horror. Maybe it was like mistagged. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, can that happen? Has that happened before in Steam?
In Steam? I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's keep going.
Okay. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway. Oh, hold on, my screen, slept. My monitor went to sleep real quick. Hold on. There we go. Want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. That pose is so weird.
Sorry, I hate doing the giggles because I can't do them. Don't worry, Melon. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get to pass soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. I like it, Melon.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
that laugh, I can't stand it any longer.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
Well, that was the whole point.
That was the whole point, bitch. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
That was actually me.
Yeah.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, and even sad.
Precisely the words of hopping, jumping, jump, chocolate, puppy, anger.
Oh my god. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying something different. I think, I'm sure I'll trying something different. Things a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you.
How is this a horror?
I know.
Ah,
I'm trying to figure out like
it's bothering me.
It
It's
is.
like I'm waiting for like her head to just implode or something.
I'm
literally
waiting for someone to like just randomly scream or like stab somebody.
Yeah. God dang.
Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. And I felt like Yuri was a little biased.
Yeah.
But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
That wasn't as bad.
I can't do it. It makes me cringy. I don't know why.
No, you just gotta like giggle, like, just
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always have to feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And T, on the other side, was looking in. Damn.
Wow.
That was deep as shit.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. I'm gonna be honest, I really like that one. That one
Yeah, I really liked hers, yeah.
Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay.
See, that wasn't bad.
Huh. Yeah, and that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. It was, what was the inspiration? Oh, that was you, sorry.
What was inspirational behind this one? The inspiration behind this one.
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
You know, just casual murder.
Yeah. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
I really like her.
I like her too. She's really sweet.
Yeah.
We should romance her next.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
I think maybe she might have to be the last one, though, because she's like the president.
Yeah.
So maybe we have to do all the other girls.
Yeah.
I hope not, because she's awesome. Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she's so awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Let's have to talk to this bitch. Ugh. Just
Stop.
looking at your stupid face.
I know. I really hate her. I don't really like her. This is a good poem, Melon. Are you sure it's your first time?
Watch her have like the best poem ever.
I know, right?
Of course. I'm not that good. Am I kind of the guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I'm not doing that. I can't do it. Hold on.
I guess you're right.
I guess you're right. I can't do it. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Sorry, I couldn't read for a second.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. He's only mean to her. He's only has mean thoughts to her.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if it is like a horror thing, they all just like lose their mind. She's a yandere. I'm telling you right now.
Or maybe she's the one where like he's interested in someone else and she's just like, no, he's mine, and like starts.
Yeah, that's a yandere.
Yeah, I know that, but still.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Melon. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Shari. I'm not sure if Shari sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Dee.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead helped me get out of bed. Make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. You ask me to come out and play, or you trust me to wish away a rainy day. I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Me.
That wasn't bad though, I'll be honest. I was expecting like something
I
like
want
terrible.
breakfast, though. It was just random.
I want breakfast. Shari. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be so mean. I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that. That was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
She's growing on me. She's growing on me.
Yeah, a little bit, but she does have her she does have her moments.
Even though you were late for school.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
I gotta admit, her little like emotes are cute though.
Yeah, I like her emotes. I get all cranky.
And murder people.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing.
What if she is like a serial killer that like when she doesn't get her breakfast, she's just like, I'm just gonna kill people.
Yeah, she just like starts murdering people left and right.
And
it's
then,
like, I want breakfast. She starts murdering people.
I can totally see that. And then like someone just like shoves like toast in her like mouth and
yes,
like, all
and all of a sudden it's like the dark atmosphere. It's like just black and white with like just the blood being color. All of a sudden like it goes pop, and it's like all like colorful again. She's like, you know, she has like the satisfied like cat face on.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, thanks for showing me.
Oh goodness. That was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it then. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. You just imagine murdering people, like, asking for toast.
I'm still thinking about where she keeps, like, killing people. I want breakfast.
I want breakfast! And a person's like, she comes up to someone, do you have breakfast? No, I ate it this morning. Whack! Head falls off. Just starts...
It just starts fucking stabbing him to death.
I want my toasted eggs! Person's like, ah! Jumps and like shoves a thing of toasted eggs in her mouth as like she stabs him, and she's like, ah! It's like perfect.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, great.
It's like everyone's like, quickly, get the toast! And, like everyone's like getting like slain while the person's like trying to make the eggs really quick. It's like hurry!
Oh
and it's like,
God.
No! He's like, fill up! And all of a sudden he like the eggs finish. He just runs and he's like, I won't forget you guys. Like, it's like that
God.
inner like anime monologue.
Anime stuff, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, you guys sacrificed everything for me, and now I'll make sure it wasn't in vain. And he gets stabbed in the chest as he shoves like toasted eggs in her mouth.
I really want this.
He's like, as long as this monster stops,
I really want this
it can
to
take
be like
my life.
I really want this to be like a seed in an anime where like she mentions like, oh, I get really cranky when I don't have breakfast.
It's like a flashback of her just murdering people.
Yeah, where she just starts screaming,
breakfast!
Yeah, and then oh my god.
Okay. And it's like one person's like, but I have a pumpkin muffin. I don't like muffins.
Oh my god. I really want this to be a scene.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?